So the next stage is to use some rub-ons. You can use whatever you like. I've got 7 Gypsies one here, and I'm just using all bits and pieces. It doesn't have to be in any, I don't want it all just pristine. I want all little bits and pieces everywhere, so you can do that. So don't forget the sides, just do a few little bits and pieces on there as well. So just get your little bits and pieces, that's all it needs to be. So I'm using some paper from this first edition paper pad, which is 6x6, and it's absolutely gorgeous. There's half with glitter effects and half is double-sided, and they're beautiful papers. And I'm going to use this one, and then there's lots that are embossed, so I'm going to use that one because that's a lovely shiny embossed paper, that one. And they're beautiful papers, really lovely colours. So that's the 2 I'm going to use on there, and we're just going to tear some papers. And I'm just going to stick them on with some gel medium. So once you've played around with your papers and decided where you want to leave them, if there's anything you want to go over, you can just define a bit. I would like to define those hearts a little bit, so you can do some sort of squiggly drawing if you like, just to define a bit. This is a Sharpie permanent marker, obviously. There. Then I'm going to stamp on a couple of those. I'm going to use the script stamp. I've done Imagine and Inspire, which was the 2 that we used on the file folder. Pop Dream on, but I don't need the whole word because I'm going to put the other Live Your Dreams on there as well. So I don't really need that, I just want the script piece on there. That's it. And then we can go over again with the gel. So pop the glue on the back of each of the pieces, make sure there's a nice lot on there, and then pop it where you wanted it. And then coat it with the medium on the top to make sure that every little last piece is down. So while you're coating your paper, as you're going, give the whole thing a little coat with the gel medium. And if you don't want the brush marks to show, just go over it with your fingers, and then that will take away the brush marks. So don't forget your sides, put some gel medium on there, and get some small scraps of paper and do the same as we did on the front. Script stamp, the one with the collage with the car and the pocket watch on, we're not going to use that bottom piece of it, just the top, and we're going to break all the rules of stamping here. And we're going to take our stamp to the pad. I'm using black stays on, and I'm just going to not even put it on a block, just hold it in my hand, because we don't need a perfect, in fact we don't want a perfect stamp, we just want little bits and pieces, and we're just going to pop it on and then pick it up. Again, just, we don't want much of it. That's it. And just little pieces of it. That's it. Not too much, otherwise it'll be a bit of an overload. That's it. Again, don't forget your size. The papers were a little bit stark with it, so I've got the distress stain picket fence, and I've just gone over that. You could use, if you haven't got that, which is really good, you could use a little bit of acrylic white and just water it down, and then just lift some of it off. You don't have to leave all of it on, just lift some of it. I just really wanted to take that starkness off it. So I'm going to use the Memento ink this time, because we're going to emboss it. Get it nice and inked up. I'm going to get a nice stamped image and then clear emboss it. So as I said before, I put mine in a container, my clear embossing powder, with this plastic spoon, and then it's always there. Just do it over the pot. Then we'll heat that. I've got to say, this is one of the most fun things I do. I love to do the mixed media canvases. I'm sure if you have a go yourself, you'll have a whale of a time. What I've done to finish the canvas off is hot glued some flowers, some metal embellishments, the lady's face and some leaves. You can just create what you want to. It's fantastic. Get all your scrapbooking bits out, all your ribbons, see what goes with it, and then play around until you get what you want. I'm sure you'll want to do millions more of these, because they're really addictive. But anyway, I shall see you soon for another tutorial and another project, and I'll leave you alone to play. Cheerio.